Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. It is March the 30th. I hope you guys are doing well so far today, and I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend as well. All right, guys, I will be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck. Okay, I usually use this deck once in a blue moon, but let's get to it. Let's see what you might need to know when it comes to the energy. All right, guys, something to do with, matters of the heart could be very significant. There's things that you guys could have heavy weighing on your heart, or, just things that you do think about, or even if you don't think about it right then and there, it may just sometimes pop up in your subconscious, right? So let's see what shows up. Right now the time is 3:33 p.m. So angel number 333 could be very significant for some of you guys when it comes to third house, or just angel number 3 in general, okay? So let's see. So universe, spirit, guides, God, source, anybody that resonates with this message and is divinely guided and protected, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for what they need to know for March 30th? Thank you. So we have dreams coming true, okay, with the number 9, okay. Now, for some of you guys with your dreams coming true, I just saw angel number 123 on the timer just now. There's something about 9, which usually talks about completion. There's something about whatever it is that you've completed, your dreams are coming true, whatever that dream is. Now, everybody has their own dreams, okay, their own goals and things that they manifested and that they desire and that they want. Now, like I said, when it comes to giving examples, world peace for some of you is significant. Like some of you guys could be manifesting world peace, especially what's happening around right now. Okay, this could be in your personal life when you want peace and also quiet, things like that. Even abundance, right? More happiness, more joy, more freedom, for people who maybe cannot speak up for themselves, things like that, okay? Even when it comes to fighting for what you truly believe in, when it comes to your beliefs, or even when it comes to, certain views that may not mesh well with other people, because like I said, other people have different ways and different, viewpoints of thinking and things like that. But when it comes to being on the right side and being on the right side of history, or being on, the side that makes sense when it comes to, humanity and things like that, that also could be significant. So take what resonates with you guys. There's something about dreams coming true for some of you guys. Yeah, there's something about you listening with the number 2. 2 talks about partnerships. So there's something about maybe you listening to your, inner thoughts, inner knowing, inner being when it comes to like source, right? When it comes to the number 8, there's something about control. This is about power. So for some of you guys are taking control or stepping into your power when it comes to your beliefs, right? This could be leadership, this could be success, this could be anything, but you are showing up as somebody who is very strong, okay? And even the power that you're showing up, it does have a cause and effect for some people. So there's some of you guys that, you are purposely put in people's lives, as messed up as it seems. It can go either way for both parties. Like you could be meeting people that bring tower moments to your life, but it's to help you grow. And so some of you guys could be the opposite, where you are the tower moment, where people may meet you, and because you may look like a certain way, say you may look young, okay, maybe you are young, but you're not naive, you have wisdom. Some of you guys may look young, and people think it's okay to maybe mess with your energy or do certain things. And so for some of you guys, you may basically catch people, okay, if you want to say it's like a booby trap, or like, basically like a mouse trap, or, something like that in that matter, then you are the trap. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. You are the trap, because a lot of times people think that because someone looks or acts or, shows up in a certain energy, that means they can get away with whatever they normally get away with other people. But with you, it's different. You are more in control when it comes to your energy and what it is that you'll tolerate, what you won't tolerate, and that could be very significant as well. With the number 8, even when it comes to endings and new beginnings, you are in control when it comes to the endings and new beginnings that you move forward into. Exactly. Changing your focus is very significant. So 5, there's something about you changing your focus in the way that you think about certain things, whether this is mentally or just the way that you move forward when it comes to, you know, like I said, you listening deeply and learning to change your focus when it matters to you, what matters or what makes priority for you. So if that means working on, you know, a talent or a skill, a hobby, an interest, that is more important to you than you being in energies where, you know, gossiping and talking down on people and things like that. You know, that kind of energy. You don't want to be around that. And there's something about maybe some of you, especially last week, where you may have, you know, tempted to try or attempt to see if anything may have shifted or changed. Not that you went out of your way, but even if you're in certain environments where you can't really do much about it, you're there, right? For the time being, for some of you guys, maybe you could have tried to see if there was some type of change and you realized there wasn't. So because you realize there was no change, because you are someone who can take control of your energy and what you focus on, that is significant with the number 5. It's like you're taking change, you're embracing things that are new to you, but not only are they new, it's almost like being in that ebb and flow of movement where you're able to find freedom through whatever transformation that you're going through. And that is also triggering to other people who maybe don't want to go through transformation. You're able to balance yourself, both masculine and feminine energy for you guys with the number 14. Okay, so because you guys are able to balance both your masculine and feminine energy, there's something about you guys going through some type of foundation, you know, shift. Okay, there's something about you guys going through some type of change when it comes to, you know, stability or what stability means to you, right? This is also about truthful foundations as well, coming into one with yourself and being able to be balanced, okay? Being able to see things from a certain perspective where you realize that you are the one that's balanced in most of the dynamics that you're into, okay? We also have joy and stability. So yeah, when it comes to your dreams, there's something about joy and stability with the number 4. Now, 4 talks about, you know, stability. This talks about being grounded. Building long-term foundations is significant, okay? This is about your inner truth. Shining is significant with the number 19. You guys are completing, or not even just completing. There's something about you guys have completed a cycle of self, right? And there's this renewal of light that you guys could be feeling, where you guys could be feeling more energized, more, you know, lighter, things like that. Not every day may feel like that, but there's just a sense of, you know, this newness, right? With the number 19, this is about your purpose and you being able to feel empowered in your purpose, no matter what that is. Okay, some of you guys, this could be art, this could be music, this could be, you know, dance, this could be anything. Whatever you feel divinely guided and fulfilled in that moment, that's what you guys could be doing. Whether you have a side job, whether you have a full-time, a part-time, whatever it is, everybody is starting to realize that, yeah, I can do more than just one thing, or I can just focus on one thing. I can focus on what I want to focus on and not what other people want me to focus on or what society wants me to focus on, right? It's almost like realizing that, yeah, you do have freedom to do what you desire, right? Not everybody wants to be a doctor. Not everybody wants to be a lawyer. Not everybody wants to go to school. Some people do, some people don't, right? But forcing somebody to do something they don't want to is significant. When you focus on what you want, it brings balance into your life, it brings joy and stability, and you shine. And confirmation with the horn, and people see that. Okay, they see that you shine, they see how bright your light is. It's like the sun, right? So take what resonates with that. Okay, that could be confirmation for a few of you. Okay, yeah. So there's something about sadness and isolation. Maybe you guys could feel like there's a moment of, you know, maybe you do feel a little bit sad or isolated in this moment. Now, this could be because you guys are moving towards your purpose. And let's be real, when you are moving into your purpose, it can get a little lonely, you know? Not everybody sees the same vision as you do. Not everybody understands what you're trying to say when it comes to what you believe in, and that's okay. You know, who's meant for you is meant for you, and who's not is not. I say this in most of my readings all the time, right? I usually say that, look, I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. All right? And for those who I am for, you know, what up? You know what I mean? It's like I'm not forcing anybody to stay, and I'm not forcing anybody to go. You have freedom to do what you want to do. You know what I mean, guys? Like, a lot of times people feel like, they have to do something. And that's understandable. It could be because of family, okay, or friends. People trying to force you to do something that just because they want to do it doesn't mean that you necessarily want to. So there's something about that when it comes to you shining. Now, while you are shining, this could be for some of you, like I said, you guys could feel the sadness and isolation, but like I said, you guys are changing your focus. For some of you, this could be about other people's energies. If you are sensitive to energy, you may feel other people's energies that are feeling sad and isolated because you are growing and you are moving forward, okay? Even when it comes to isolation, there's something about someone in your energy maybe refusing to see, okay? Maybe refusing to see about what you are bringing to the table or what you can bring or what you do, right? So even when it comes to partnerships with the number 2, okay, take what resonates with that, but there's something about partnerships, right? Understanding your partner, whether this is a friendship, a family member, things like that. But even if this is you, it doesn't even matter because you are understanding. And there is something about people refusing to see, especially with sadness and isolation. It's like people could be refusing to see why you're focusing on what matters, you changing your focus, especially with the number 3 and 2. Okay, there's something about that, changing your focus when it comes to, like I said, people's energies around you or you, right? So third eye chakra could be very significant. Okay, second house talks about finances and things like that, business, right? So take what resonates with that to your work ethics, your values, daily routines, things like that, right? And even self-care is also significant in what you choose to make a priority as well. Okay, seeking truth, 7, this is about inner knowing. Okay, so there's something about that too. It's like you could have felt like, in a situation where, people around you could have been refusing to see, and you could have been the one seeking truth. And while you were going through your changes and moving forward and taking action and movement, you may have felt alone, right? But there is something about that changing, right? When it comes to you sharing love with the number 3, this is about creativity, joy, communication. There's something about not feeling alone anymore because now you've come to a place where you understand that it is safe for you to open your heart to other people who are similar to you or who love the things that you love as well, whether this is crystals, cards, okay, spirituality in itself, the philosophy behind that, whatever it is. Yeah, blossom. Okay, 20. This is talking about, divine union when it comes to partnerships and even when it comes to, emotional acceptance and divine timing. Okay, confirmation with the horn. Having an understanding, again, confirmation with the horn again when it comes to divine timing and just emotionally accepting the path or accepting what it is when it comes to certain situations and seeing things for what it is, whether that's you having to pull away your energy or stop talking to certain people. Okay, like I said, for some of you, there's no hate, okay, but there's something about loving people from a distance because you've already seen what you've seen and it's like you can't really take that back, you know? Like what's already done is done. It is what it is, but at the same time, you cannot take back what was done. And sometimes an apology does not, fix a lot of things, okay? Sometimes it can, sometimes it can't, but that also depends on the other person's behavior and how they show up as well in your energy as well. Don't get me wrong, it's love and light and everything, but having discernment and not draining your energy for other people is also a thing that you have to be aware about as well. Put that energy into you if you realize that people do not appreciate you or understand you or are there for you the way that you were there for other people and how you would appreciate and expect that same love and feeling as well when it comes to that energy. You know what I'm saying, guys? So anyways, I'm going to end it here. All right, please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can check out my blog or book a reading. All right, guys. At the bottom of the deck before I end this, success and growth. Okay, and rebuilding something brand new. So yeah, you guys are doing things, new and embracing these new beginnings. Okay, so anyways, I love you guys and I will see you guys in the next reading. All right, guys. Bye.